Hey, it's Chip Mitchell with another episode of Enjoy the Ride. I'm excited that you're with us here today. We're going to check out the big question people ask me all the time. Can the Ryker handle the highway? A lot of people are afraid of being out on the highway. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you a few tricks of the trade, how it's very safe on the highway, but I'm going to show you my ride on the highway. Listen, I'm glad you joined us. Can the Ryker handle the highways? Yes, let's get to it. Well, hey, welcome. Here we go. I'm going to take us on a journey on the highway, and we'll also look at a couple hazards too that you need to be aware of. Here we are. We're going to get on the entrance ramp. Now watch, look at this car. See this Mercedes? This guy is trying to come on in, and you got to pay attention to him. Also, you see that other car on the intersection? That one may come on in. We want to be careful. So, a lot of times you want to be aggressive, but no, that don't give in to that temptation. Let them come on in. I've got a 600-pound bike. I'm not going up against a 2,000-pound car. He wants to come on in, so I give him plenty of room there, watching what's behind me. Now watch, this car's coming up pretty fast. What's he want to do? He's got his brake lights on. Watch him. What's he want to do? He wants to come on in. Now I could have hit that throttle and gone on up there and tried to, outdo him, but it's just not necessary. It just lends itself for trouble. So here it is in full speed. There's the car. There's two potential threats. This guy wants to come in. You saw him with his lights. He's going to come in. I give him plenty of room. Now here comes that other car. He's not trying to go around. He wants to get on there because the entrance ramp is coming right up here. Let him come on in. Is this guy coming? No, he's not. Now I can accelerate and get on the ramp and begin my entry on the highway. It's that simple. And, a lot of times people are afraid of the highway because you feel like you got to be aggressive. You don't have to be aggressive. You do not have to be aggressive. Take your time, be easy. Allow for opportunities for folks to come on in when necessary, and they can do it. You don't want to get into a fist fight with a car that's 2,000 pounds and you've got a vehicle that's 600. You're going to lose. So it's not worth it. Yeah, is it frustrating? Sometimes, yeah. Now here I am. I'm on the entrance. This is great because we've got a long lane for entrance here. I'm up to speed with the traffic. I'm now flowing with the traffic. It's not complicated. It's pretty easy. I got my mirrors. I'm checking everything, looking at, there's my Mercedes again. Look, all that speed and everything, and we're still at the same spot. See, it's not necessary. So here I am. I'm in the lane here, the far right lane, just cruising down the road. It's really simple. It's nice. Now, see me speed up there? That's the great thing about the 900. When you're on the highway, man, and you just don't want to be in that blind spot, you hit that throttle, that baby accelerates really fast, which I'm so thankful on the Ryker. I'm sure the 600 does the exact same thing. Now, I got this big trailer up here. This guy's hauling a trailer. Sometimes those things can get a little twitchy. Also, the mirrors, you don't know if this is a rookie behind this trailer or they can't see me. So what do? I accelerate. Notice that. I mean, we're doing 65. You hit that thing, you're up to 70 miles an hour really quick, and you're out of any particular threat. So it's really easy on the highway. Now, if you look at my wheels and the lines, you don't see this thing jumping around. You don't see the wind throwing you around crazy. You can see that it's pretty stable and straight. And I'm just having a good time riding down the road, listening to my music, having a great time. And you enjoy it. Now, each time you go over those little cracks and things like that, sometimes they're a little bumpy. You don't want to squeeze on your handlebars. You want to have nice, relaxed hands on it. Now, look, I'm behind this big tractor trailer, so I don't know what's in front of him. And so I'm thinking, okay, let me check my mirrors. I want to get over. Why? There's many things he can hit. Here's roadkill coming up here on the side. See that roadkill? That could have been in the center lane in front of that truck. And then I wouldn't have enough time to get out of the way of that truck to avoid it. It hits my radiator, causes all kinds of problems. because you can't avert hitting that if you're too close. So now what do? Accelerate past the tractor trailer, and there I am. I'm home free, riding down the road, enjoying myself on the highway. Now I'm in the far left lane. There's no distractions, no traffic, no lights, no nothing. I'm just enjoying myself on the highway. Now I move over. Why? Because in my mirror I see a guy coming up pretty fast. I don't want to do 80 miles an hour or so I'm going to move on over, let him go ahead and do his thing. No big deal. And I'm enjoying the ride. The highway is much safer than riding, honestly, in the city streets. Well, why? Number one, there's no intersections. No intersections. No opportunities for hazards. This guy's on my side here, so I want to make sure, is he want to go beyond me, or is he trying to check out my ride? I don't want to be right next to someone. They may fall asleep, get on their phone, who knows, spill their coffee, and that's a hazard waiting to happen. But there's no intersections on the highway. And here's the thing, statistically, I think it's 91% of the accidents that happen, they don't happen on the highways. They happen on the streets, the rural streets, or in the city streets, because the highway is a much safer place, believe it or not, for riding a motorcycle. And in our particular case, those of us who have Rykers. Well, why? One of the reasons, it's a single direction traffic, right? We're all going the exact same way. We're all going the same way. Single direction traffic. You don't have to worry about cross intersections. You don't have to worry about stop signs, lights, any of that. We're all going the same way. The other thing is, look at that barrier. We have physical barriers that protect us from the oncoming traffic. You got physical barriers there that protects you from the oncoming traffic. So all you have to focus on is the direction that you are going. That's pretty awesome when it comes to riding on the highway. So it's so much easier to navigate on the highway this way because of a couple of those factors. In addition to this, the traffic flow is pretty steady and consistent. It's a pretty steady, speed. Some are going 80, 90 miles an hour or whatever, but it's consistent and it's a steady speed. Whereas in the city streets and so forth, it can get a little crazy. You got stop and go traffic. It can be a little insane, to be perfectly honest. And then you've got folks that are really wanting to be there fast, well over the speed limit, those that are under the speed limit, and it's chaotic on the city streets. But on the highway, steady and consistent. Even the folks that go by, you can see these cars going by me. I mean, I told you I don't drive too fast. But it's all steady and consistent. The reaction time is easy because it's slow. It's not like this high, fast, loud horns and things of that nature. We don't have any of that. There's rarely stop and go here on the highways. Yeah, you can get into traffic, but in the city, sometimes you get going and all of a sudden, boom, you got to slam on the brakes and someone's not paying attention. That just increases the opportunity for accidents. In addition to that, it's more lanes. I mean, you're on a 3-lane highway. Look at this. This is beautiful. 3-lane highway. Sometimes it gets to 4 lanes. It's so much easier on such wide highways, and obviously here in Philadelphia, you don't have to deal with all the many potholes that we face in the city. We don't get that, which is really great on the highway. So when you get going on the highway, man, it's just awesome. And it makes it really easy because you got so many lanes. In addition to that, it's single lane entry, single lane exit, right? Here it is. I'm coming off the exit, going around the curve. It's just so much easier. Now, this one here, I got to decide. I'm looking at the oncoming traffic. I got a big old truck. See that Audi over there? Now I got to decide what I'm going to do. You hit on that throttle, get behind that truck. But notice this, whenever you have these these trucks, they're dump trucks. They got a lot of gravel and stuff. You don't want to be behind them because I guarantee you they're going to hit one of those dividers and stones and rocks are going to come out and it's get on them. So as quick as you can, look at me. I'm getting over here in the left lane. I want to get away from that. And sure enough, a bunch of rocks hit my hand when I came off of that. But, is that the worst I got to worry about? If it is, I'm fired up, and so that's awesome because it's single lane. Again, you see the cars coming over there, single lane entry. It makes it very easy when I'm driving because it just, you don't have to worry about so many other factors on the highway. Look at that barrier. I mean, that barrier is on my side and I'm just loving it. I got, exit there. Now we're down to a 2-lane highway. There's no one there. I'm hitting that throttle right now, man. I'm enjoying the ride. It's so smooth. The bike is smooth on the highway. It really does well. Yeah. The thing with the Ryker, that engine works hard. So when you're up around 60 miles an hour, you're just over 6,000 RPM. So that engine is turning, baby. And it works. Now, it's not a cruiser, and now here we go, right? What do we have? We got traffic, right? It's not a cruiser, but it handles it well. It revs high and it keeps you going. When you need to hit that throttle, it's got enough power to get you going. And, periodically you get on the highways and what happens? Well, you run into traffic. Here I am next to a big 18-wheeler. He had his flashers on. I gave him plenty of space. I flashed my lights so that he can come on over. No big deal. Now, at this time, because we're in slow traffic, I'm not as worried about being behind a tractor trailer. Why? There's plenty of room to make adjustments. There's a construction crew out here doing some work. So I think this is fine. So I'm just going to follow at a safe distance here with the tractor trailer. And then once it's over, I get on over, hit my lane. Be careful because the truck sometimes wants to come right over. You wait and see what this truck is doing. And then you can go ahead and hit your Ryker and do your thing, man, and move on out. But here I am. It's a hot day. I think it was in the 80s this day. I had on my mesh jacket and it was awesome. The breeze was great. I was just out enjoying the ride. Hey guys, let me tell you something. The Ryker is the complete vehicle for fun. It can handle the city streets. It can handle the backcountry roads, the windy roads. It can handle the high-speed highways. This thing is a lot of fun. And boy, I'm telling you, guess what? I am enjoying the ride. Hey, like and subscribe. I'm so glad you joined me today. Have an incredible day and keep in touch. Let me know what you think. Put your comments in the like. And if you need anything, let me know and I'll get back at you. Thanks for joining.